How's it going, guys? Not gonna lie, I just recorded a whole ass video, like 10 minutes long, perfect flow state, talking and everything, and it turns out my speaker was plugged into my phone, so the mic wasn't working, so there was no sound on the video. So this is take two. But what I was trying to talk about, tell you guys about tonight, is how life has cycles, and we know this, I've talked about this, but I'm gonna go somewhere new with it today. We know that life is this ever-expanding spiral of energy, and within that is waves, and our emotions are on these waves of energy. Our emotion is in spirit. Emotion is in a different realm, and even the physical and even the mental is on wavelengths too. But where I'm going is, if you have emotions on a waves like this, it means you're going to be constantly cycling between feeling bad and feeling good, or feeling creative and feeling creatively blocked, and it's like you don't even have control over it. You're just riding on these waves. But what happens when you meditate and when you empty your mind is you actually sink down below the waves to the bottom of the ocean, to the middle of the spiral where it's emptiness, where it is this black hole of formlessness. Just because it's empty, that doesn't mean it's nothing. It's actually just a different dimension. But you sink into this empty place. And when you're making music, if you're making artwork and you're not being carried by these cycles anymore, when I used to make music and I existed on the waves, I would wait till I felt good, and then I would make a song to send that good energy through the song. I'd wait till I feel bad and I'd make a song. But now that I'm in this empty place in the middle of the spiral, and I go to make music, I feel like I have nothing to talk about, because I'm no longer being carried by these waves. There's no emotions. It's just everything is how it is. And then what I realized is that when you're in this empty place, you actually can choose which emotion you want to feel. You can choose which emotion you want to transmit through your music at any time. You don't have to wait for the cycles. Now, the cycles are not a bad thing at all, because when you're existing on the cycles, at least it makes your life feel like meaningful. When like you're constantly in this up and down, everything feels so dramatic, and then suddenly you're in this new place, this empty place where it's calm. Everything is always the same almost, but it's always ever new. It is beyond just the emotions. It is beyond what you experienced before. So now if I want to make music, I will choose to feel loving energy. I will imagine how it feels to feel love, and then I will just exist on that vibration with my consciousness. If I want to make a sad song, I will just choose to feel sad. I will choose which emotion. And this doesn't just apply to music. The only reason I'm using music as an example is because that's what I do. That is my art form. That is how I like to transmit my energy. But you can do this in anything, because your life is a creative expression. Anything you do in life is creative. The way you talk to someone, your mannerisms, the way you speak. What are words? Words are sounds. I'm making sounds with my throat, and it is coming out, and you are understanding what it means. This is the power of being able to control what you feel, because now I can choose to always send love. And not only that, but now if something that would be on the wavelength, which by the way, I still have emotions, I still have a mind, I still go through the cycles, except I am not the emotions. I'm aware of the emotions. I'm not identified with it, so it's almost null and void. It's almost nothing to me, even though it's still there. I'm just zoomed out. But you can do this with anything in your life. If something is bringing you down, you can transmute that energy and choose to turn that negative energy into an uplifting energy. What happens when you turn all negative energy in your life into something that lifts you up? The power of your mind. You are the one who controls your reality. Everything in my room doesn't mean anything. I choose that it means something. Energy on its own is just energy. We decide what everything means. We decide what we value and what is meaningful and what it is. You have so much control, and you don't even realize it. How you do this is through becoming aware. Now, I'm saying all these words and I'm speaking very fast. But the words aren't actually what is happening here. There's something even deeper. I'm sending energy through my camera. Now, the energy isn't as potent as it was on my first take, I will admit. But I'm still determined to get this out there, this boost of energy. Because when I can choose to feel love, I can transmit that through my music, which is sound, but also through speaking, because speaking is sound. Sound is spiritual. Sound is transcendent. Sound has the ability to wiggle its way into the depth of your consciousness. And I can do this with my voice. So I'm saying these words and you might not even understand what I'm saying half the time. But that's not the point, because my words are only here to distract your intellect, to make your intellect feel calm, because it doesn't have to feel like it's thinking anymore. It's my stream of consciousness, so you can relax and you are just hearing it, and it is you ease into it, and then through that I send my energy. I send my loving energy, and you can choose to feel any energy you want. If I want to feel confident, I'll send you confident energy. If I want to uplift you, I will feel uplifting energy and send it to you. You can do this with anything, through music, how you go about your life. Everything is creative. You are a creator of your life. But through awareness and through coming into the emptiness, to the black hole in the middle of the spiral, where it is empty and all the change is just moving around you, it's still there. The energy is still here, but you are the awareness that is observing the energy. You are not attached to it, so now you are the creator. You are the one who decides how you view everything in your life. What happens when you view all the negative things in your life as positive? What life do you have when you view everything as positive? You can choose to do this. You can choose to feel love, but you have to quiet your mind and you have to move beyond your attachments to things that will change, attachments to your personality, because really a personality is a very malleable thing. You can have any personality you want. If you just think about it and choose to embody it, you could be any person. You could have any mannerisms. Your persona, you can customize it and be exactly how you want to be. We have a lot more control than people think. But you have to be aware enough to notice these things and also not attach to everything that's changing. Attachment to this body in the physical realm is death. Death isn't even real. Death and birth are the same thing. Death is just the unknown. It is transformation. Who you really are cannot die, because you are pure awareness, and pure awareness is outside of time and space. For something to die, that has to be within a realm where there is time and space. But because your consciousness is eternal and it is outside of time and space altogether, it is in a different dimension. That is where you are right now, and you don't even realize. Really, we're in the matrix. This is a matrix. I've been able to zoom out and see that my consciousness is really this orb that is in a whole different dimension. And then I'm so zoomed into the orb that whenever things are moving, it's like walking on a treadmill. It gives you the illusion that you're moving around, but where you really are, outside of time and space, is not moving at all. Now, this probably doesn't make any sense, and that's okay, because I'm only here to uplift you, to encourage you, and to show you that you can do this too. You can choose who you are. You can choose how you view everything in your life. You have more power than you think, and I hope you know that. I hope you know you can choose to feel any energy you want at any time, because you can, and that's the beauty of it. If you want to feel love, then feel love. If you want to feel heartbroken, then feel heartbroken. If you want to, it doesn't matter. You choose what it is. And when you unlock this ability to choose how you feel and to choose what energy you send out, then that's very powerful, because through my videos, all I'm doing is sending you energy, and you don't even realize it. You think, oh, it's this guy talking. Yes, it is on one level, but beyond that level, it is a soul, a spirit that is sending you consciousness. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you energy. I'm telling you, you can do it. You can be anything you want. You're not limited. You're only limited when you think you're limited. That's how powerful you are. The only reason you're limited is because you think you are. That's how powerful you are. This is the power that God gave you. God created you. God is your father. You are a child of God. You literally are a child of God. Think about that. It's just how it is. You are a child of God. Do you know what that means? Do you know who God is? Do you know what God is? You can't. Exactly. You can't know it because it's so infinite. It's so beautiful and ever expanding, and we are from that. We are that. We are part of that. We're like a seed coming off of a tree. Do you know how much power you have that you don't even know? I've been trying to make more music lately because that is one of the ways I can send energy, like how I am through my voice, but I'm finding that maybe I'm better at doing it with just speaking than I am with making music. My whole life I thought music was my destiny. I thought I would perform in front of millions of people on a stage. Now I'm thinking maybe I'll be speaking on a stage. Maybe I'll be sending you energy, because that's all I'm doing, is sending you love and sending you energy and telling you you can do anything you set your mind to. Anything at all. There is no limits, because what you are is love, and what you are is pure consciousness, which is outside of limits. Limits don't even exist in the realm of consciousness. That is a physical, that is a mental thing. But what you are is beyond these things. You can pull your soul back up into your higher mind, up into the universe, and then you will see what you really are. What you are is beyond death. You cannot die. Your pure consciousness cannot die. But if you are so identified and thinking you are this body, you are this personality, then yes, you will die, and you can die. But when you know that you are beyond just the personality, you are beyond just the body, you are tapped into a higher realm. And you can do that. You can do that if you want. Just saying. Anyway, have a good night.